All right, we should be live. And this is going to be a little bit of a video slash live stream of opening up 7 years worth of gifts that I've accumulated over that time since I got to lit level 999. You may be hearing my dog in the background as well. But in any case, that I've accumulated all these gifts since 2019. That was the year, June 14th. Like, it's almost been the anniversary too. Like, it all comes down together. June 14th of 2019 was when I got to lit level 999. June 15th was the anniversary of Operation Bedrock. And as well as the fact that on June 15th, yesterday, that they introduced lit levels for all the trends. So now we have even more levels to collect. So that is nice. And now I'll be able to open up all my gifts finally to gain some levels. It's been a long time coming, honestly. I'm very happy about that I finally be able to at least get rid of all of my stuff right then and there, metaphorically. Just gonna have to add the details for the live stream and then we can get started. I got so many gifts. I'm gonna add that as a screenshot before I open all of them. There we go. I wanted to do this on PC, but for whatever reason that I was unable to zoom. Like, I couldn't zoom at all. So I'm just gonna be doing this on my phone. Hopefully things go well, because sometimes things go wonky. What's my favorite song? Well, Legend of the Brofist is one of them. Then All the King Subs is another one. All Sales Out. Sorry, A is pretty good. I'm gonna go with this one right now. Again, 7 long years. I could actually just unbox them all at once, but where's the fun in that? I don't know how that actually goes. In general, there's a lot, honestly. Like, there's too many to name. Like, I grew up in the 90s, so I love a lot of those songs. And of course, the 2000s, like, in that era, those were the best hits. Tyler, what's up? Golds, what's up? Like, I've never hit unbox all, so I don't know what to expect from that, but I'm probably just gonna be doing it one by one. So it'll probably be better just to do it one by one. Did I collect the gifts after? Like, as soon as I hit level 999, I stopped opening up gifts because I had no reason to. Like, there was no experience to be gained, so I just didn't. I didn't even I was gonna say upload, but I didn't open them unless I absolutely had to, because I was trying to max out the animal category, so I actually had to open gifts in order enough to crush them. But we're gonna get a huge boost. Like, there's a lot of them that are still level 1, and then I have nature and animal at level 4, because again, I was going for some of the actual categories right then and there. So I'm very interested to see how far I'm actually gonna get. Unbox them, we'll open them all, will not show anything. But once you get any other trend item, like in Craniac, will show everything leveling up. So it's better for me to open it one by one if I want to get the XP, or showcase the XP. Because otherwise it would be instant, and that would be just a huge anticlimactic, like, killer right there. Like, that would just not... We're in it for the journey. Let me go ahead and just say... or at least announce it in the Discord server. Where is my stream? I don't even have my stream up here. God dang. Okay. Stream. Yep, I don't even have my stream up here. God. Okay. I already heard myself once. All right. Copy the link. Going to open 7 years worth of stockpiled gifts. On stream. You know, it'd be nice if I actually included the link. There we go. Hey, even actually got a snapshot right there. Cool, cool. And look at that, I got even more gifts. I got 4 more to open. Hooray! I like how it says 12,677 gifts, but it's divided all up in that, and at least I got 4 more boxes right there. So again, for those who are just joining, that June 14th of 2019 was when I got to lid level 199, and ever since then, I've been stockpiling gifts just every single day, waiting for a new update to happen. And now, 7 years later, June 15th, was when we got lid levels for trends. So I've been saving this up for 7 long years. You just sent me one, why thank you. So there we go, there we go. I didn't want to do the at everyone because I'm not the person to be authorized to do so. So there's that. And I got my root beer right here. Not regular beer, I don't drink, but I got root beer. Like, I'm pretty much ready to go. Just waiting for any other people to show up here. How many gifts is that? I have no idea. Like, let me scroll. Oh, I almost hit the unbox all by accident. Y'all just saw that flash. I would have been so mad and sad. Okay, look. Oh, come on, scroll. There you go. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Look at all these gifts. Right now I got mug. They actually have 0 sugar and as well as 0 caffeine, so it was a good combination. I wanted to try it out. And it still tastes like root beer. Like, it doesn't taste any different. Just less or no sugar. Look at that. All of these wonderful, wonderful gifts. I mean, if you ever wanted to get to that point, just save up gifts for about a good 7 years, then you could see all this wonderful glory right here. And I even also have lit levels or lit pillars, which that's not going to make a difference. It's not going to give you XP. But I definitely have level 75 items. You can even see the hot air balloon right there. You can see the clown. You can see just all this stuff right there. Pulling back up. Like, we're going to start off with the low levels. I think, like, minimum was level 20. I'm not too sure. But even then, it's just going to be something wonderful. So let's see here. Without further ado, I don't think there's anything else I really need to do. So let's go ahead and get started because I have no idea how long this is going to take. And then afterwards, probably going to play some Craniac. Alright. First one off the list. Oh, wait. We got Pixlings. Okay, so I guess someone was kind of inflated. Alright, Pixlings, Pixlings, Pixlings. This is from Crafty. Okay, well, good to know. Would have been nice if they gave me something. Okay, alright. There's Louie. Okay, there's Donkey. Okay, now there's the table. Alright, now we're on to the first one. First one, level 25. We got that. Then we got some wardrobes. So I guess level 25 is the bare minimum. So we're barely going to get any XP from that, but it's going to keep climbing from there. But let's see here. Carpets. No XP from carpets. That's disappointing. But in any case, I just want to be sure I don't hit the unbox all by accident. But we have the gong. We have that doll right there. pretty little wardrobe. Wonder who's gonna keep count, because I'm not gonna keep count. Treasure chest, 155,000 XP, not bad. All right, more carpets, a microphone. Then we have some hedges, some snowboard, some comic books, DJ set. At least this will be a good indicator of how many levels I'm going to get. Because we start off with level 4 animal and as well as plant or nature, and then everything else is level 1. So from there, we'll be able to see how much experience we're going to get. 17 of these plants, not bad. 21 of Oregon. And more tables. Can't have enough of these tables. And then, of course, the non-experienced gifts, it's just going to be just something else. Just no experience from those items. So that's where the sadness comes in. 26 of the golf clubs, that's a lot. I want to know what's going to be the highest number of a single item we're going to get. 29 carpets, okay, that's a new record. 17 of the science door. Just jump to the void. Then 19. Well, we got to level up. At least we got one thus far. 19 of the crystal ball. 19 of another stereo set. I love that's also animated too. We're on to level 30 right now. Oh, that's disappointing. Stop giving me non-items. I wasn't paying attention to how many I got with that one. Damn, we have 22 of the punching bag. 16 of the summoning circle. 20 of the lava lamps. Now that's a good item too. 21 of Ainsley. 27. Okay, so 29 was the record. That's still a lot of XP right there. And when we have 30 of that, I think that's a newer item. Yeah, that's a new item. I've never gotten that item before. All right, that's cool. 14 of the mosaic. 12 of the prison bars. And then 22 of the... Is it the Vuvuzela? Is that how you pronounce it? Vuvuzela? I can't remember. I don't remember how to pronounce it. Oh, what that meme was back in... I don't even remember the year. I remember that was a huge thing. That was so disruptive that even YouTube included a button for that Vuvuzela sound to be playing throughout the video. First time chatter, of course. Alright. Danny DeVito. And then we have the moon. 23 more carpets, no XP out of that one. Then 29 of the skis. Alright. 430,000 experience just from that. I want to see we get to 1 million. I know we're going to get to 1 million at some point. So we have 20 of these. Then 22 of the saxophone. 10 of a tuber cop. 13 of the clouds. 25 of a door. 12 of this thing. I have no idea what this is actually. Is it a solar panel? Or... yeah, no, not a solar panel. What is that actually? I don't know. Well, we have 17 of the zombies. Level 2 in the dark category. Seeing how we're opening up with these items little bit by little bit shows that trying to get these items through Craniac, or not Craniac, but through Puggle may not be the best option. Although it is an option. Oh, I love the triple set right there. That is awesome. And level 3 of lifestyle. 13 of the bowling ball. Japanese flooring? Okay, now that makes sense. Then the missing poster. 15 more carpets, no XP. 19 of the windows with some curtains. Then 16 of the hazmat suits. Level 2 science. 16 of the sun. 18 of a block. I don't want to call it a cinder block. It looks like a cement block. 20 of the flowers. Well, cinder blocks are made out of cement, but you get the idea. More carpets. 18 of a monophone. Is the music actually fading out? Okay, that's weird. Okay, so we have 17, or sorry, 19 of the bowling ball pins. Or bowling pins. I can't English well. Well, we're at level 35 now, level 36. 400k experience. Okay, that's not a banjo. I think that's a sitar. Well, 24 of this. A bit of a monitor screen, not bad. Then we also have a lantern. We're at 600k experience already. God dang. 16 of the rock climbing walls. I don't think I've seen anything past 29 yet. Well, still nice. We're at level 38 with 15 microphones. No XP out of that one. 20 of the billiards. Not bad. And we got a harp. Triple XP. I like that. Then we have Saturn, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not Saturn. Or is it Saturn? Or a different version. Either way. 18 of the conch shell. Then 14 of the closed eye. More carpets, no XP. Thank you for that. 16 of the dresser. That has a lot of antiques. Or, actually it's a dark category, so... Yeah, I can see the doll right there. Then we have the ring light. Then we have the mask. I forgot what it was called, but even then. Then 23 of a bowl of Cheetos. That gives me almost 800k XP. Power to the gamers. Then wooden block. Another level up. We're making progress. Slowly but surely. Road to lit level 999 trends, everyone. 800k XP. We are yet to... Oh, we're at level 40 now. We're almost at 1 million XP. Is that Mars? That looks like it. Then we have a half-closed eye. Not yet fully open. 9 of the garbage cans. Then a pile of clothes. 27 clocks. 900k experience. Whoop, there's that 1 mil. We finally hit that 1 mil. Nice. Then 19 of the erasers. 15 of the trophy sets right there. Trophy display case, that's the word. 25 of the killer clown art piece. 1 mil exact. 19 of the stacked books. 26 of a clothing line. We haven't beaten 29 just yet. 22 of the bench set. And then 17 of earth. Oh, not even a million. 25 beds. 1.10 mil. 15 of a giant hamburger. Delicious. 16 of the banana peel. Level up. Alright, 17 of the knife set. 22 of the singing bass. Wonder what's going to be the highest amount of XP we're going to get. Then we have an open eye. 17 of a sand block. 23 of a pile of clothes. 1.11 mil. So we're already at level 43, everyone. So once we get to the 50s, it's gonna just skyrocket as far as I know. 1.21 mil. And there's a stack of books. Then duffel bag. And 15 of a smiley face. And 23 of the... Is that a drum set? I want to call it a tampana. Or tampini. I think it's one of them. Not bongos either. I think it's one of those instruments. Then 23 of the dice cat. Oh, so cute. And then we have the actual dice. 14 of the mirror. 22 of the campfire. Boom, level up. 117 mil. 23 of the fridge. Alright, 19 of the race car bed. 15 of the window that's also animated with a flashing lightning strike to uncover who's behind the window. 19 of a bit of a, I want to call it a gaming monitor because it just showcased, like right there you could see a Doom type of parody. More dresser, a little bit messy, but that's okay. 18 of the chest. And then a level up. 17 of the other toilet set. Toilet humor, that's why it's comedy. 20 of the posters right there. Not bad, 116 mil. And then a wooden dresser. 15 of an open smiley face. 15 of this giant dodgeball. Well, it's not really a dodgeball, but I remember this. I remember these being in the playground set at Burger King. These were, I can't even talk correctly, but those were so giant. People love to just climb on top of it and roll over. But I guess too many kids were getting hurt by these, so they had to take them out. God dang, people. They knew what they were getting into when they were just climbing on top of them and just running into each other with them. Is it a yoga ball? I could see that too. But again, it just reminds me of the giant ball that were just in the playground set. Those were fun though. I miss those. But yeah, it makes sense because it's sports. 20 of the fireplace. What's up, Prism? 27. We almost broke that record. But 1.71 mil probably is a record. 1.27. 16 of the music carpet. At least this one gives you XP. 17 of the fishing rod. Not bad. We're almost to level 50. I'm curious to know how many level 75 items we're going to get. Oh, we already hit level 10 for nature and lifestyle. 19 of the music bracket. 21 of the comedy smiley pillow. 1.45 mil, not bad. 16 of the... looks like a poisonous mushroom. 18 of the PCs. That'd be nice to have that in real life. Make my own server with that one. 23 of a trapdoor leaves type of deal. Pretty much is a trap right there. 19 of the benches. 19 of the clowns. 131 mil. 14 of the fences. And 20 of the Pewdiepie cutout. 1.5 mil. I think that's a record. I think. I wasn't really paying attention. Like, as soon as it hits 2 mil, then that's going to be the new record, at least. 23 of TNT. Dynamite. 1.73 mil. We're almost there. 20 of the stage platform. 20 of the microwaves. Chef Mike, as you will. 22 of the fancy pillar. Yeah, we're definitely going to actually reach the every single lit level crystal pillar. 14 of the gamer door. 19 of that pretty design pillar. 16 of the mushrooms right here. We're almost at the level 50 items. Let's see what we're going to get out of that too. I still can't wait for the level 75 items. That's going to be a huge boost. We have the whiteboard right there. 15 of the for sale sign. Or post. However you want to call it. 18 of the gnome. 19 of the restroom sign. 18 of the actual dynamite. 22 of the vending machine. I like how it's gaming related, so I guess you gotta get your snacks somewhere. Just imagine having a vending machine just in your actual room. The more annoying part would be just stocking it up again. 26 of the porta potties. Will we hit that 2 mil? 2.3 mil. Look at that record. We're at the level 50 items. I told you that I would skyrocket a lot of the XP. 19 gold. I did not get any XP for that. Why did I not get any XP for that? Y'all saw that. There was no XP from that. I'm curious. Okay, so I got XP from this. Alright. That is strange. I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of the pile of gold because I did not get any XP from that. There, okay, there you go. Alright, 24 of the lamps. 29 of the spaghetti. And I did not get any XP from that. Alright. Why? Well, that's another thing. And I didn't get any XP from that. It's the level 51 items. Okay. So these were actually in relative terms, like these were more recent items that were added. But for a reason, they just don't give XP. Coffee cup, yeah, that's one of them. Okay, this one gave XP. Reload my game, maybe? That shouldn't be an issue, though. No, this one gave XP, but this was an older item. Okay, that's an older item. So the more new items, they didn't give XP. If anything, gold, if you could test out some of the items from Puggle, maybe it's that, I don't know, I just don't understand this. Like, try buying some of these items right here, like the spaghetti plate, the dessert and food carousel, and then that little cup of tea. And also, I know the bomb gave me the XP, but then we had that lamp right here, and then a pile of gold. So far, those 5 items did not give XP. Saying new for 8-year-old items. That's in comparison, because these items were added in, like, what, a few months ago? I know I'm old. I've been playing this game for nearly 10 years now. If only Sylvain was here. 27 of lockers. Because now I'm getting the XP from these items, so that's the reason why I said the other items were kind of bugged. Well, at least we got 17 of the bookcase, 15 of the aliens, and a UFO. Very fancy. The velvet rope. And we got flowers. And 17 of the salads right here. 25 of the astronauts. Almost 2.8 mil. 15 of the beach ball. At least it's not the beach ball of death. 16 of the Jacksepticeye eye. Jacksepticeye logo poster, I would say. 24 of the CEO. 28 of the poster right there. Okay, so at least you're able to get them as XP through Puggle. Yeah, so I'll have to bring that up for attention. How long have I been streaming for? I need to actually get the time code. Okay, at the 30-minute mark, so not too bad. $19 of a bag of chips. Why is it in the sports category? I would think that this would be in lifestyle at the least. But sports, I could see that for a gathering. Just you're watching a sports event, you have your chips and you have dip, you have food, so that makes sense. $19 of a beautiful nest. God dang, look at that XP. We're already at level 20 for nature. I like that pretty flame right there. 15 of the shovel. Okay, now that, at least that gave me XP. And I know that was a new item too. Alright, we got cracks in the wall. Then we have the trophy for the Oscars and the Emmy. Or is that... Are they different trophies or the same trophies? I'm going to call it the Oscars trophy because that's the one I can think of right now. 28 of the keys. We almost broke that record though. But 3.62 mil, that's a new record. Alright, 15 of the stovetops. 24 of a pot of chili. God dang, 3.1 million. That's good XP. 26 of the galaxy. 16 of some shoes. Absolutely beautiful. 11 of the stop signs. 15 of the grate in the wall. 22 of some just wires. 11 of some dinner plates. We got some steak, mashed potatoes, and either peas or green beans. I'm going to go with peas. Then a totem pole. 19 of zombies. There's the banjo. Alright, scuba gear. $20 of a bacon carpet. I didn't mean to open that up, but hey. Plate of some crackers and cheese. 22 of the magazine shelves. 25 of the, I want to say cargo containers. 20 of the swords. So close to level 20 for sports. 17 more for the planets. So close to leveling up. 24 of the ace card. 16 of the hole in the ground. 19 of some ink spill. But if you put it in a black and white filter, it could look like blood. And we got popcorn for the movies. We're almost at the level 60 items as well. We're making great progress toward, 29 of that poster. At least this is going to ease a little bit of grinding for the lit level categories. What's going to be fun is I'm going to have to crush items. Just crush the Craniac items. The only thing I can't really level up right now would be the vacation items because I've already maxed that out. I had a feeling in the back of my head like I should have maxed this out already because then what if the lit levels for trends came out? Now I just have to buy the items from the shop. At least the level 3 items give me 100k experience per item, but it's not going to be the same for if I were to do Craniac. So hopefully in a future update that they allow people to crush the Craniac items that are related to the event. Only time will tell. 26 of the steaks. 4.45 mil. What a record. I want to know if we're going to hit 10 mil. 16 of the cash registers though. 18 of the curtains. Beautiful. 18 of the coffee maker. 26 of a cup of coffee. 18 of this. 25 of the monkey with symbols. 25 of the turtle shells. 23 of the clipper. 18 of the... Is that a washing machine or a fridge? I guess it's it looks like a fridge, honestly. Like one of the mini fridges type of deal. A payphone. I have not seen that in a while. Well, we're at the level 60 items. Well, never mind. Level 61. $23 of the, like, I want to say Sportsnet. 16 of those cubes. 17 of that beautiful waterfall set. 19 more benches or shelves. 20 of the torch onto the wall. 31, new record. 31 of the hippos. 22 of the cubes. 18 of a beautiful art piece. 11 cacti. Yo, what up, fake? How you doing today? 18 of the pop posters. 19 of the showers. 23 of the palm trees right here. 18 of the alligators. 26 of the clock. The owl clock. Is that Outer Minds gave me the logo or the badge because I've been making videos about their games for many years. But if you want one for yourself, you would actually have to join my network whenever there is the spot open and then contribute 1 billion views. And then from there, I'll give you the badge. 21 clouds though. Of a hooded figure. 11 of the science experiment. Vials. I almost forgot what they were called. 15 of the beautiful archways right here. 14 of these. Okay, those are frames. Not bad. 24 of the tiki torches. So we do actually have our own tiki torch. Kind of funny because I do remember seeing a lot of these items, but then whenever I find them again, I'm reminded that they exist. Like the D&D set. And 17 of the clarinets. 16 of the Jack-in-the-Box. 20 of the finish line. My neck snapped. I don't know if you actually heard that. Okay, we have ketchup, mustard, mayo, pickles. I do not remember seeing this though. I guess it's been a while since I looked at that. So 16 of, or we have 36 in total of the Rockstar Tuber. $21 of Tommy Wiseau. I almost forgot his name. I'm like, how could I forget his name? He's a legend. We have that. $15 of the grills. 22 of the guinea pigs. And that gave me 5.55 mil XP. 14 of the knights. 17 of the stumps. 16 of the eggs. 13 of the baby carriage. 15 of the gamer. 15 of the archery. 20 of the zombie hands sticking from the ground. 14 of the stand-up neon sign. 23 of the guitar. 6.16 mil. That is a new record. 30. Although it didn't beat the hippos. But it did beat the record for 8 mil XP right there. God dang. Because we had 31 hippos. God dang, we're getting more XP for the sports category. $20 of the cars. I think it's an RC car. Then we got the second one. 11 of, well, steel cubes. 21 of the Cabbage Patch. 16 of the dandelions. 21 of the fairies. Oh, so beautiful. 26 of the robots. 21 of the hamster set. Or hamster cage, I should say. 21 of a minecart of gold. 20 of the witch, the hag, or whatever you want to call it. 26 of the football. Oops. Let's see how close we are. Well, there's the 75 items right there. Well, I'm kind of sad now because I accidentally exited out the whole thing. Like, I tried so hard not to make a mistake, but it happens. In any case, 27 of that couch type of deal. It looks like an oversized pet bed. 8.15 mil. I think that's a new record. $29 on the keyboard. I didn't break the record though, but at least it broke the record for the views. Or the XP, I should say. We're almost at the level 70 items. I did not see how much XP or how many items was that. 8.32 though. That's fine. 18 more of the black chalkboard, and then you have science, all that stuff on there. 11 of the little bit of that. I want to say, I don't remember what it's called though. Not a dollhouse. Well, it could be actually just a big one. Either way, dartboard. Then we have the Mars rover, I believe. Or it could be just a rover on its own, because it could just be the one on the moon. 20 of the Black Rose. I wonder if we get to level 100 on any of these categories. Donkey. And I only got one of those. How much XP was that? I didn't see it. Dang. 22 of that creepy doll right there. 21 of the champion belt. So we're at level 70 now. 16 of the incubation tube. 21 of pandas. 18 of the shields. 27. That's gonna break a record. Ooh, so close. 9.15 mil. 25 of the leaves. 22. 14. Are we actually going to break 10 mil at some point? 9.15 was actually a good number, because I don't know if we're going to get like 20 plus of the level 75 items. Well, we got 27 of this item. Heck. Oh, 9.69. So close. We may break it, but 9.69 mil was pretty good too. 23 of the drum set, or snare drum, I should say. Or marching drum. That's what it is, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of, really. 20 of this table. 22 of the chair. 19 of that vines, I guess. Do it for the vine. 19 of the mascots. 16 of that bug. I remember seeing that bug for the very first time. 22 of the rupees. I know that's a light source as far as I know. 21 of that poster. I forgot the name of the giraffe though. Is it Falcon? I don't know. So many levels. I know, right? It's going to make the road to lit level 999 so much easier. This is pretty much episode 1 on the road to lit level 99 trends. Or 999. Road to trend lit level 999. So what a great way to start off the first episode then, to get so much levels right there. Excuse me. 33 of the moles. That's a record. 12 mil. That's a record. Why, thank you. 33 moles, 12 mil experience. And this is why you gotta be stubborn. You have to be stubborn, because once the update that you've been waiting for finally releases, then you're able to just gain so much XP. Get a huge progress. Because we're almost at the level 75 items now, but I don't know if anything's gonna beat that mole now. That's 33 moles plus 12 mil. That's the double record. Yeah, that's what I did too. That was whenever lit levels came out, I actually saved up all my gifts because when I capped out, there was no reason for me to open them. And then when the actual update dropped, which I had no idea was ever going to drop, I had no idea that they were going to do something like that. I thought they were just going to raise the regular level cap from 75 to 100. It was like, nope, we decided to do lit levels. So now you have 999 levels to go. And so I was able to open up for that moment. Imagine if they actually did trans and lit levels both for 999. That would have been something else. I would have had to do double the work, which would have been so much worth it because I would have done 999 right there. Then I would have continued on to get the trend levels to 999. "17 of the goalposts. And now they're in talks, or at least thinking about raising the cap for the items as well. Part of me is like, oh, cool. And another part of me is like, oh, no. Mainly because I've been trying to get 255 of every shop item. But if they're gonna raise the limit further, then that's gonna be even more work to do. It'll be funny, but it'd be like, oh no. Aw, 23 of the red pandas. 23 of the brain in the jar. "32 of the volleyball." That was almost a record. That was almost a double record. So 32 of the volleyball and 13 mil XP. Well, at least we have 21 of the church bell. 18 of the dumpsters. We're gonna get to level 100 for lifestyle. Let's do it. "23 of the easel set. 28 of the spinning wheel. With 11 mil XP. Not bad. 16 more of the vines. 28 of that antique lamp. Well, it's not really antique. It could be, but you get the idea. 14 of the double helix. The DNA. 23 of the sarcophagus. 19 of the toasters. God dang, we're at 105. 13 of the cockroach. 17 of the stereo. So at this point, I should go for lifestyle first to 999. "14 of the Dalek. 10 of the T-Rex. You know what's funny? Because I actually got 255 of the foxes and 255 of the dire wolves. Imagine if I didn't do that and then we had this update drop. "21 of the sports car. 6 of these. Oh, so I'm getting the new items now. Like, I didn't even buy them. I'm getting them. That's cool. Hay bales. Yeah, I never actually bought them from the shop. I just looked at them. So now I'm actually getting them. That's funny. At least we know that you're able to get them from a gift. I'm not complaining about that. Level 100 for nature. Even more nature. We got a pointer. Some more cooking. And a beautiful rose. What's funny is that nature actually had a boost, like a head start, but lifestyle just pretty much is taking the lead. Who knows? Maybe it looks like lifestyle is going to be the winner here. Or if nature catches up. So either stay at home or go out in nature. Which is going to win? Staying at home looks like it's taking the lead further. We got spray cans. Oh. Moral of the story, stay at home. You get more XP out of that. It's a clear winner. Unless nature comes up around the corner. Now looks like staying at home is going to be the clear winner here. A beautiful coin though. My dog keeps pushing my chair further and further, or at least closer and closer to the microphone. It's funny. The 115. Oh, here's nature. Are you going to make a comeback? Are you going to make a comeback? Looks like it. At least we got 2 level 100s going. Now we got the birdie. Alright. Lifestyle is going to win this. Oh. Any more nature? 107 nature. Oh, lifestyle's coming back around. Hey, level 100 sports. So we got 3 level 100s. That pretty much gave me half a mil. So gaining any level 75 items gives you 446,000 XP. Okay, looks like we're done here. Just opening up every single one of these. Yep. Premium items. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, these are not going to give me XP, so it's fine. It's funny that I have yet to open them. Well, I actually had them in my inventory. It's just I didn't think that you actually had to unbox them one by one. Oh, okay. You got premium gift for leveling up your lit level by 10 in nature. Oh, that is awesome. I gotta take a screenshot of this. I didn't know this was an actual thing. I would have included it in a video. Awesome, though. But we actually got more stuff. Okay, so it doesn't actually give you XP, it just gives you another item. Even that's pretty cool. Even more unboxing. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so I got some login rewards, I believe. I get all my pixelings once again. Hey, they're sorty. So those are my premium items I've gotten. Imagine if this gave me the XP for any of these events. That pretty much took an hour. Not bad though. Let me see how many crystals I got. 45 of this, 36, 58. Not bad. That's a new record for unboxing. I mean, I could actually just keep just boxed up for a while. But in any case, it's fine with me. Got that, got that. I honestly love the fact that all of these items actually have their own thing. I should actually screenshot them. Just for the wiki's sake at this point. I'm sorry I didn't think about it until now. Because the effort that they put into actually putting its own design, like the lifestyle and whatnot, that needs to be appreciated. So if I find any more of these items, then I'll screenshot them. Gold, if you're still here, probably want to help out with that too. All right. Go ahead and open all these up. Beautiful waterfall. There we go, there we go. Director set. Oregon. Ancient Ruin set. There we go. Now it's finally done. All of these items. Again, I was so sad that I accidentally clicked on some of the items so that we wouldn't be able to scroll up all to see all the new items we actually got. But now, no gift. It's finally done. From there, we got so many levels. So beautiful. We got 75 of beauty. It's like we got to level 75 all over again. But we got 107 for nature, 90 for gaming, 83 for comedy, 56 for animal. Like, I was kind of disappointed we didn't get too many of the animal items right there. The most we gotten was the mole at 33, and with 32 of the volleyballs that we got 13 mil experience. I would have liked it if the mole actually just got the both records. It would have been easier. Lyser, what's up? You used to see Operation Bedrock back in 2017. Yeah, the good old days of Operation Bedrock. I recently did the 14th year anniversary stream yesterday. at some point, I really want to come back to it. And now that Tuba Simulator has gotten the update for lid level categories or trends, now I want to get to 999 for all these right here that you see on the screen. So that's a new goal that I have, to get to lid level 999 trends. So I'll probably be streaming more to get these done. And hopefully in the near future, I could actually come back to Operation Bedrock. Like, I really want to get back into it. We'll do that. We'll do that. %60 battery life, not too bad. But let's see. That's all done. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead and do some gobble, and then we can play some Craniac. I've already gotten rid of all the items, so I'm gonna have to crush some items to get some Craniac all over again. Felt that, or I could go for Puggle. I'm trying to decide which route to go with. Because with Puggle, I'm gonna actually be able to max out the shop items, but with Craniac, I could get the items to get XP, to get the level ups, and as well as get Prisma eggs. Crafty doesn't have anything for me? No, it doesn't. Okay. Thank you so much, Lyser. I'm so glad that people found me through Tuba Simulator as well, which also brings back them to Minecraft too. Especially getting to lid level 199, that's what brought more attention to me as well. They pretty much had the whole staff team watching me get to lid level 999 at that time. That was very, very awesome. Yeah, I'll probably do Craniac. Like, I'll do Puggle for the quests and then Craniac for everything else. Donkey. Look at him trot along. Up, he fell. I completely forgot about Gobble. I should have done that at the beginning of the stream. I probably would have been able to get at least, well, 6 rounds. Or technically 12 rounds. Stop ignoring the egg. Wow, they don't want the egg. I'm so glad it wasn't a golden egg. Right's right. There we go. Okay, I still have one more round. Okay, comedy and gaming. Comedy. Aw, no gaming. At least you got Fun Boo. I still need to get Fun Boo. I don't know if there's any other exclusive pixelings to find from Gobble yet. All right, let's see here. Well, I guess I gotta get those 4 now. I gotta get Fumbu, I gotta get Dwayne, Tetra, and Brockula. Alright. Actually, do that. Part of me is afraid if I were to do all 55, it would have been bad. Jump. Say what? Oh wait, hold up. There we go. That looks different. That icon looked completely different. So 111k for every item. The only thing I don't like is that the what's it called? The vacation bubble is showing up. Because now I can't get a double-double. It's still strange, though. Like, I'll actually have to wait till the vacation event ends before I'm able to get 2 of the whatchamacallit, lifestyle bubbles. Dang, I missed up on timing. But at least we got a huge head start for level 999 trends. Because if I were to grab this, nothing will happen. Well, it's probably because it's been such a long time since I've actually seen Lifestyle that seeing the bubble for the first time in what, so long? I don't know how many years. That's what probably threw me off. Yeah. Like, I'm already done with that. The comedy items took so long because of how many there were, especially with the events keep going back to back. So it was just slowing down the progress. So the only way for me to get double the items is when there's that 24-hour period from or in between updates to be able to actually get them. Welcome back, Eevee. We got so much XP. The record was 33 moles, and then the XP was 13 million. And that came from the 32 volleyballs that was also obtained. Had that been 33 as well, then that would have been easier to remember. Like 31 hippos was the record before the mole took over. We got another level up. All right, I gotta see this again. I think it's level 52, which I can't even get for the animal category. Sorry, muscle memory. Go 52 real quick. Three. Four. Five. Six. Six tries for me to do that. A box of tissue. Okay, so Craniac gave you more XP than a level 52 item. And then it took me 6 tries to get that one item. And that's only for one item. If you would have done 3 items, it would have been triple the price. So it goes to show that Craniac is the best option for cost efficiency. Was it level 53? That was the same exact number. But that's 74 mil. Yeah, not including the purchase price. Because for the longest time, I'm never gonna let this go though. A lot of people kept arguing with me, saying that Pogo was the best way to gain experience. I was like, no. It's Craniac. Unless you get lucky that you're able to at least get 2 rounds. If I'm able to get this in 2 rounds, then that'd be impressive. But even then, buying the item itself is already... It will already cost more than playing a game of Craniac. There you go, 2 rounds. That was 74 per game. 74 times 2, that's 148, which has already cost more than a game of Craniac. Okay, so there you go. An item from Craniac gives you the same amount of experience than with the level 53 item. However, you have to buy this item for 146 million, which is more than just one game of Craniac. And then you actually have to do 2 rounds at the least. If you're lucky that it lands in the bowl twice. One was ×3 and the other one was ×2. So, assuming that you actually got the orbs and then landed in the bowl twice, then 2 rounds. And that was 74 mil a piece. So that was already 148 plus 146. Then you're looking at 194. Sorry, 294. Almost 300 mil. Just to get the same amount of XP than one game of Craniac. And sometimes you're able to get 2 items out of Craniac, which will give you 222,000 experience for the price of 1. Puggle is less skill based, but Puggle is luck based. So you have to be lucky enough to grab the orbs plus land in the bowl. Because in the other instance, it took me 6 tries just to get one item, which would still cost a lot more than going through Craniac. Because I don't know how you could be skill based in Puggle. It didn't land in the bowl. So, game number 2. Like, there's no skill based for Puggle. You just have to hope that it lands in the bowl. Game number 3. I would love to know what the strategy is for Puggle. It didn't land in the bowl. Now I'm on game number 4. At least that landed in the bowl. You know exactly what happened. Boom. 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 Crafty. Crafty took all my bucks away. Going for those brand new exclusive pixelings. Just so that I could add it to my collection. And even then, with Craniac, you're able to gain a little bit of a return on your views over time. Can't forget about that. And let's not to mention that with Puggle, you would have to buy. You could actually buy 3 items, which also triples the price of every game than playing Craniac. Because I don't think anybody's going to be doing 1 item at a time with Puggle when they could do 3. That was the thing. I needed a regular Charlie, not a Prisma Charlie, and then I spent like almost, I think like $8,000 just to be able to get regular Charlie. But overall, Craniac good, Puggle bad. Cost efficient wise. And I fought for that. I fought for that knowledge for the longest time, going for lit level 999. And also, when I was going for that in the series, I even showed firsthand that I had so many views to use for Craniac, but since I ran out of Craniac items to obtain at the time, then I actually had to go through Puggle, and I spent all of my views through Puggle just to get a few levels in comparison. I spent so much more views in Puggle than I ever did with Craniac at that time. I'm just happy now that people are supporting and defending Craniac more and more and more. That I am the living proof that Craniac was the way to go. The only benefit I give to Puggle, at least, is that you could just, if you were to quit the game for a day, you could just leave the timer going for a shipment. Like, there's that. That you come back and then your item is here. It really depends on the item you buy, because some of them are still over a day until you do Puggle to speed up the time. Now it's just, I'm gonna have to grind to get to little trend levels 999. And at least that I could actually stream on my PC for Craniac afterwards. I just didn't do it for the gifts today, mainly because I couldn't zoom in for whatever reason. Like, everything was just zoomed out. I was trying to use the scroll wheel to zoom in, but it wouldn't let me. And I know my scroll wheel is good because I actually just did everything else with the scroll wheel and it was fine. But for whatever reason, the PC port of Tube Simulator was just not working with the scroll wheel. Now I gotta get all the Prismas once again. I instinctively went for the vacation item thinking that I need to grab it. Part of me regrets actually doing that. Although at the same time, it's like going for the celebration level 999 isn't a main priority for the time being. It's going to be a bonus and a side quest. But for now, it's going to be the main trend levels and then the celebration levels. Although I do like the fact that you're able to get the trends to 999 as well. Because then it would have not made sense if you could only do one but not the other. And you get rewarded for doing the celebration items. Or celebration trend. So it's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win situation. Can't stop winning. Yo, Steve, what up? Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you for stopping by, Golds. Hopefully I'll get a Prisma before I end the stream. They'll probably only go for another 30 minutes or so. Nice, Steve. But yeah, I'll totally report the bug, because that's been a thing that happened constantly. Like, they fixed it once, but then it came back. Bought it 2 weeks ago. I know that feeling. Is that when I bought the Lego set, that I didn't even build it up until another 3 weeks later, and it took me 1 week to build it because I was only doing it in parts. Like, I wasn't spending the entire day to build it. I would just do one part one day, another part another day, just do it little bit by little bit. One thing I still gotta do is that I actually have to get all of my photos of Star and print them all out. I actually got the Lego set for the Fox. And then they made a Lego set for the Wolf. So at some point I'm actually gonna buy that. Like, the Fox Lego set is just so adorable. Is that I could either build the fox, the squirrel, or the owl. It was that trio type of set that you just choose one that you want to build. Of course, I built the fox. And now they released the one that actually you could build a wolf, and then either that or 2 other things. I don't know the other 2. But of course, I'm going to build the wolf. But a different set I actually bought was the German Shepherd. That was a completely different brand. And that took me a week to build. The fox took a day. The German Shepherd took a week. And with the German Shepherd one, that was just more convoluted because it had like 12 different bags. And then with the instructions, like those instructions was a different thing. Because a lot of it had to deal with perspective. And a lot of it did not really look all that clear. So you actually had to be sure that you lined up everything properly, otherwise then the build was not going to work out too well. And it felt like a lot of these quote-unquote Lego pieces didn't even actually snap in together properly. The Lego one, it was clean. Like, it all snapped perfectly, but this one, the off-brand, didn't actually snap in properly for a lot of these pieces. But I'm not gonna complain too much. I like how it looked. It's just a bit heavy, and then when I accidentally dropped the paw, it actually snapped. So now I gotta super glue it together because apparently the connector snapped cleaned off. Because it's stiff. It's not loose, or yeah, it's not smooth type of deal. It's just rigid and stiff. The only reason why I bought the German Shepherd one was because I was in mourning, and I'm like, I'm gonna build a little statue Lego set to commemorate Star. And yeah, I built it. I don't regret it. I'm just sad that the paw snapped off, so I gotta have to glue that one together. But yeah, I do actually have to grab the pretty much a lot of the pictures I have of Star and have them printed out. A little scrapbook. I'm just happy that the urn that I bought actually came in. Is that I ordered it on the 30th of March. In mid-April, it was actually delivered, not to my home though. It was actually delivered to a different station over at a different city and state. And I waited a couple days just to see if it would be shipped out. Nope, didn't ship out. I tried to claim the package. He didn't let me do it. So I actually had to message the seller to tell him like, hey, the package has been delivered to a different state. Is there anything you could do? They checked into it and is like, can we just send you a replacement? I'm like, yes, please. Just send me another replacement. So another 2 weeks later, I actually got the package on May 4th, which was also the day that I adopted Maverick. So it's funny how things work that way. I say that because Star passed on the 15th of March, which is also Mika's birthday. And then Star's urn shows up at my door on the day that I've adopted Maverick. So Star pretty much keeps on giving. I'm glad I made that video though, because now it's just easier to talk about Star. I do miss her, obviously. She was still the first dog to ever call my own, and she's been with me for a better half of my life for 14 and a half years. Now that I have Maverick, I gotta pretty much be on top of my game because he is really a lot to handle. He's always excited. Right now, he doesn't really have an off switch. I wake up, I walk out the door, he sees me, he wants to jump on me. I come home from work, he sees me, he wants to jump on me. Like every moment is a play moment for him, and then once he actually finally calms down, he'll actually start sleeping. Right now, he's asleep by my chair, right beside me. I don't even think he's fully grown just yet in a term of age or maturity, because he still acts like a complete puppy. The one thing that I really got to work on is with his reactiveness. Because I don't know how he grew up. It's just how he interacts with other dogs is a different story. A lot of them he'll leave alone, and then there's some he's just completely reactive towards, which is like, no, you can't be doing that. So it's a work in progress with that regard. So bit by bit, I have to keep working on him. There's some dogs he absolutely loves to play with. And other times he was just like, nah, stay away from me. And of course, that with Foxy, our little Pomeranian, she's the queen of the house. At least our dogs just don't mess with her. But when I do bring her to the park, the only thing that Maverick sometimes does is that when Foxy is just walking across, Maverick wants to play with Foxy. He's like, no, you can't do that. You're Goliath. You're a giant. Can't play with Foxy. Foxy is pretty much going to be 15 years old in August. I'm basing that mainly because of the fact that we did find her and she was 3 years old at the time. Because we actually saw a missing poster being like, hey, we lost our Pomeranian. If you find her, please let us know. And they put her at 3 years old on that poster. So at that time, it's like, okay, so you're not a puppy. You're an adult dog. We reunited with her family. And in the end, after some time, they decided to leave her with us. So that was pretty cool. So ever since then, we kept Foxy here at the house, and pretty much grew up with Star. She grew up with all the other dogs. And now she's going to be 15 in August. I haven't made too many videos about Foxy because I didn't really need to, but I probably will just for the memories and whatnot. And not many other dogs actually mess with Foxy either, so whenever I bring her to the park, they pretty much leave her alone. A lot of them do be curious, but a lot of them just pretty much ignores Foxy. But I don't even think we're going to get any Prisma eggs at this time, at this point. I'm just happy to be able to level up the trends with Craniac all over again. But we will make progress. Lifestyle pretty much going to be the first one to go, and then it's probably be sports, and then animal. Which again, I'm already working on in the animal category through quests, so it's going to help out with that too. Oops. And then once the next event drops in, then I'll be getting a lot of Craniac items from there too. So not only will I be able to get event items, I'll be also getting the regular items to level up everything. I want to know what's going to be the first celebration trend to get to 999. We have 12 events. 4 of them is only once a year, so I would actually have to grind so much to max that out. The 10th year anniversary is going to be in September, so another goal would be to get to have every single trend to 999 before the 10th year anniversary. So if I'm able to do daily live streams, that's also going to be a thing. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. But we'll see. If we're able to, that'd be fantastic. Because I wouldn't mind making daily live streams again. Just as long as I'm not too tired from work. Because that's another thing. Because currently I average around 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Then I gotta go through work. Then I gotta get home. And hopefully I'm not too exhausted to do a live stream. Because at that point, it's just gonna be like hypnosis effect. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section or in chat. While I'm live, chat while on the VOD, video on demand. After the whole thing's been uploaded, let me know in the comment section. And for a reason, I thought that the gift openings section would have been much longer. But no, it was pretty quick. But will we be able to get at least one Prisma egg before the stream ends? And don't forget to check out my other videos. Because I've uploaded 3 videos. 1 for the vacation event, and 2 for the level trends. 1 long video and then 1 short video. But either way, it still helps out. Any little bit you can will help out with the channel. As if the channel grows, then more than likely I'll be able to get back to Operation Bedrock as well. Because I really need to get that series done. Yoink. Level 125 in the home category. I'm still muscle memorying. That's not even a word. I'm still under muscle memory to grab the vacation or at least the event items because I've been trying to max those out for the longest of the time as well. Part of me was also happy that I didn't really do that because the fact that we actually got the friend levels now. Now I'm just curious to see if I'm going to see all of the OG fans with Operation Bedrock when it comes to live streaming, because there were a lot of people who would show up for all those streams. I remember Local Cat News. I also remember Krishna Dawes. Also remember Demon Ritos. I wonder how they're all doing. The Reaver 96 showed up again. Was one of the OGs of Operation Bedrock 2. But only time will tell. Maybe I'll see all the familiar faces all over again, metaphorically speaking. But overall, I'm happy. I'm happy that the update dropped. I'm happy that I was able to finally open up all these gifts that I've been holding up for 7 long years. I'm happy that I'll be able to get some more levels all over again. So now there's an option for more live streams and more videos and things like that. And now I got more opportunities to be able to get Prisma eggs while leveling up everything else. So we'll see how long it takes for me to get all the lit levels, because we already have a huge start. I just gotta remind myself not to actually go on PC just yet. Hey, look at that, a Prisma egg. Mainly because the timing for the cloud save is different, so I don't want to log on to PC just for me to get a rollback. But here we have it. What better way to end off the stream to get a Prisma egg? So if I'm able to get it, that'd be fantastic. Ooh, a daily reward. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Did I? Hold up. I need to check something real quick before I go for the Prisma egg. All right. So what we're going to do is that we're going to catch this Prisma egg. All you got to do is just line up the crane with the egg. So make sure that the egg goes in the proper direction that you want to go, and then just simply drop the crane to intersect with the egg so that they meet up and you'll be able to catch them. So let's go ahead and try this right now. So let me go ahead and give it a little bit of a moment. Let's see here. Just give me a moment real quick. Okay. All right, let's try this again. It just needed something right at the door, so that's why I had to stop for a moment. So what we're going to do, again, is that we're going to go ahead and match the egg with the crane, and then we're going to get that egg, and then I'll end off the stream right then and there. At least we went 2 hours to grab the gifts and whatnot. The main thing is to not panic, just time it just right, let the egg intersect with the crane as you drop it. Just know the timing. For myself, I like the egg to go as close to the edge as possible. That's just for me to line it up properly. That's not going to go too fast or too slow, but one thing is that you can just always exit out and get right back into it just for it to reset, and then you could actually time it from there. But what we're going to get, who knows? Let's see here. Let us see here. We'll just have to wait just a tad bit. Alright, from there, I'll be able to drop it and grab it. Nope, I guess I was not able to grab it right there. Oh well. Sadly, that's how I'm going to end off the stream. I guess I was not able to get that egg. But other than that, we were able to at least get a lot of the lit levels that we have all that going for us. So we're going to be able to get to 999 soon enough. Not really. It's just going to take a while for us to get this done. But at least we got something going. I'm very happy for that. And now it is something for us to go for that goal. But until then, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for talking. Thank you for everything you've done. But until then, have a great day, everyone. I've been SortaKings90. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys again in a future video or live stream.